And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we ended up beating the Bills 31-30 in what was an amazing game. Walk-off game winner by Daniel Carlson. Rashad Jackson, in his first career NFL start, ends up winning the game. Absolutely amazing. In this episode, we're going against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 1-0. Monday night prime time. A little battle of the divisions, as you can see. Everyone in our division won except the Broncos, but that's because they played the Chiefs, which the game, by the way, was 41-7. So Kansas City could be really good this year. We're going to find out, obviously. But looking at injuries, both teams pretty healthy. Chiefs missing their Mike linebacker. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but I mean, you can see he's not going to be playing. ESPN has this as game of the week, as you can see. So yeah, we're looking to obviously win this game, improve to 2-0, 1-0 in conference or in division play. Uh, but yeah, Patrick Mahomes last week wins Player of the Week, 5 passing touchdowns, 340 yards. Great game by him. We get Eddie Kirkland 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. So should be a fun one. Seems like it's going to be a very offense versus defense type of game. Quickly going to show off the roster, and then we will get right into this game. Here's the team in case you missed last episode or you missed, the off-season stream, which how dare you if that's the case. But played really well last week, played really well in the preseason, so I'm very excited to see what this team is able to build off of. Now, obviously, none of that matters. It's regular season. Had a good game against the Bills, but that does not mean, we're guaranteed any success. So this should be a fun one. Monday night prime time, Raiders at Chiefs. Let's get this underway. Looks like Kansas City is going to start with the football. And it is going to be a touchback. All right, starting us off is Isaiah Pacheco with an 8-yard pickup, followed by 3 yards, getting a first down already. He's going to follow that up with 5 yards. And then 6 yards for another first down. Looks like they're relying heavily on the run game. Finally throw it, it's going to be incomplete. Followed by another incomplete pass. Followed by 28 yards to Xavier Worthy, puts them in the red zone. First down, Chiefs. What a play there. As we are now going to hop into slow motion, watch the rest of this drive play out. And it's going to be complete to the 7-yard line. Xavier Worthy again, tight window, able to catch it, and with that speed, get some run after the catch yardage. First and goal, they go handoff to Pacheco. Gonna go nowhere. Nakobe Dean all over that. Second and goal now. Mahomes is going to throw, and that's going to be dropped. I want to say his name is Juan Madrano. Their star tight end obviously replaced Travis Kelce, and that's going to be dropped by Rashee Rice, Isaac Ford on the coverage. And they're going to have to settle for a field goal, 24-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Isaac Ford, you see in that stat sheet making a few knockaways. Love to see that, obviously, by our fourth round pick. I believe he's going into his third year now. We're going to start out with a 15-yard reception to Brock Bowers, our superstar tight end. We're going to rush it for 8 yards with Genty, and then we're going to rush for -2, and we're going to probably punt it. Yep, 62 yards and a touchback for A.J. Cole. Chiefs get it back, and they're going to scramble with Mahomes. Back-to-back plays, going to pick up a first down and a lot of yardage. Make that 3 in a row. Mahomes showing, hey, I might be getting up there in age, but I still got that mobility. And he's going to run it again. And Jonathan Cole puts an end to that with the sack. 3rd and 16 now after the incompletion. And it's going to be incomplete, so the Chiefs more than likely going to punt this one away. It's going to be a penalty on DeAndre Hughes, but they're still going to end up punting. Only 35 yards and then a 13-yard return. So really bad job for the punter there. Genty's going to rush for 7 yards, and then 4 yards for a first down. Penalty on Jalen Watson's going to be an automatic first down. Another 4 yards for Genty. This is going to take us into the second quarter. It is an incomplete pass by Rashad Jackson. Jeremy Chin, our former safety, who, by the way, with us won an award. I want to say it wasn't best safety, obviously. It was best DB or whatever. So really great guy. Unfortunately for him, we just saw an opportunity to go after an even better, which I know is crazy to say after a guy who just won that award in Kyle Hamilton, but he has played phenomenal for us. Jeremy Chin, wishing him nothing but the best. Crazy that we tagged and traded him to the Chiefs out of all teams, but and that's going to be intercepted. That's going to be Rashad Jackson's and tracked down by Genty. I want to say maybe Rashad Jackson threw a pick six last game. Could be wrong. I think he did though. I thought that one's going to go the other way again, and the audio's glitched. We're going to see. Hopefully, Chiefs can make a drive happen out of this. For audio's sake, 3rd and 8. 18 yards to Juan Madrano. They're close enough to the red zone. Plus, with this audio, I mean, I'm not picky. Gonna hop into slow-mo. That's gonna be complete. Hollywood Brown. 2nd and 5 now, back to 17. Mahomes is going to throw. There's pressure. He jumps it off to Pacheco. He's going to get down to the 9-yard line. Takes a nasty hit, and there is an injury to a Chiefs O lineman. And that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, Isaac Ford on coverage. It was actually really good coverage. Got his hand in there. Just a spectacular catch by Xavier Worthy. And we're going to need a miracle. Because down to nothing. Looks like we're moving the ball semi-well. Rashad Jackson obviously struggling so far. Jack Besh getting 22 yards. Seems very clear to me that starting to see a favorite target here in this game is Jack Besh. Him and Brock Bowers. Haven't seen a lot of, I think Demario Douglas or Dante Ford have recorded the catch, and that's going to go over to. That's incomplete. I wholeheartedly disagree. That one's going to be complete down to the 3-yard line to Brock Bowers. 1st and goal. And they go play action, complete Bowers, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. So great response after, throwing the interception that led 2 points. Extra point is good. 10-7 now, 5.5 remaining in the half. Chiefs leading 10-7 with the ball. Raiders do get ball to start second half. 9 yards there for Juan Madrano. Pacheco only needs 1, gets free for a first down. Balls it up with another 5. 17 yards to Xavier Worthy. We're going to hop into slow motion for the rest of this half. Getting close to the end. And this is actually going to take us to a 2-minute warning. Look at that. So 2 minutes left in play. Chiefs lead 10-7 with the ball at the Raiders 36. Would be a semi-long field goal, about 53, 54 maybe yards, depending on the spot. That is going to be complete to Pacheco for about 8 yards, but there is a flag. And it's going to be holding on the offense. That's going to back him up 10 yards. Brady Winter. I want to say that was good for the Chiefs. He's back out there. Bad for him because he cost him 10 yards. And that's going to be complete to Pacheco again. Picks up 5 yards. Down to the 41-yard line. Matt Royster on the tackle. 2nd and 15. Tries to swing it in there, and Nakobe Dean able to bat it down. He had Xavier Worthy. Third and 15 now. Need to get to the 26 for a first down. Looking for a field goal, however. But that's going to be intercepted by Kyle Hamilton. And he has some room to run after the catch. And he's a fast guy. Up to the 42-yard line. Rashee Rice able to make the tackle. Huge interception there for the Raiders defense. And that gives the Raiders a chance at some points at the half. Tries to hit Demario Douglas there. Jalen Watson able to break that one up, though. Minute 12 remaining now. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts, so both sides still have a very good chance, as Douglas is going to get 7 yards there. 3rd and 3 now, up to midfield. Really 2 yards. I mean, this is a very short 2 yards. And he goes Brock Bowers to the 39-yard line. That's a first down. Dangerous pass, but I mean, if you trust your guy, obviously give him a chance. And Brock Bowers showed, you give me a chance, I'll make it worthwhile. Complete to Douglas there. Going to be a pickup of 8 to the 31. 2nd and 2. Timeout with 52 seconds left. Raiders their first. Gives them a chance to substitute. Jack Besh wasn't out there. Now is Rashad Jackson. Going to scramble and slide down at the 21-yard line. Good move there. Electing not to take the unnecessary hit. 1st and 10 now from the 21. 46 seconds. Timeout, Raiders their second. So only one left. Jackson looking. Throws incomplete. Maybe tried to hit Besh, but got hit as he flew. Uncertain there of who the target was. 2nd and 10 now. 43 seconds. Jackson, pressure, able to throw it away. Avoids the sack, but definitely took a hit there. 3rd and 10 now at the 21-yard line. And Besh up to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Under 30 seconds to go. And the Raiders called their final timeout. I don't agree with that. I'd probably run the ball there. And then take my timeout. Or obviously could have thrown a pass and it could have been complete. Rashad Jackson probably just worried about pressure, but I thought he had Demario Douglas there for a touchdown. Obviously, not a lot of time left. Can't really afford to take a sack. Gonna take it himself. Rashad Jackson. Able to run it in for the score. And the extra point is good. It's going to be 14-10.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
$18 seconds. With 3 timeouts, I would not count the Chiefs out of this. And they clearly are saying, hey, we have the timeout. We have the time. We can definitely get points. I mean, this is the same team that had 13 seconds and did it. I mean, 18 seconds, that's an extra 5 seconds. Good play there. Someone got a bat down there. I'm not sure who. Initial thoughts were Kyle Hamilton, but we'll see. 3rd and 3. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm still attempting it because, I mean... And that's going to be complete to Rashee Rice, and that's going to get him in field goal range. And they take their timeout with 2 seconds left. Rashee Rice, I mean, that's huge. He broke the tackle to get him in that spot. He doesn't break that tackle. I mean, granted, you're still in a good spot, but, you know, probably not in range. And that is good. So, only 1-point game, 14-13 as we enter the half. Raiders do get ball to start second half. Great game so far. Good news is we are the last game of the week, so we're going to know the results of every game. We're going to start with a little division rivalry here. Seahawks-Cardinals, Battle of the Birds. And it's going to be Kenneth Walker. Great job there to be patient. And he's going to run it. And he's just going to use his speed. Get to the end zone. 37-31. Bradley Davis, the first quarterback taken this year. 8th overall. Picks up his first win as a starter. Well, first win in general. I mean, he is a starter. Moving on now, we got 49ers and Panthers. Another NFC match. Not quite divisions, but that's going to be a good run there. 27-26. Panthers win in a close one. Both teams now 1-1. By the way, both Cardinals and Seahawks also 1-1. Finally, the 0-1 Vikings versus the 1-0 Rams. Another NFC matchup, not a division, and it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. He's going to air it out close to the end zone, goes up and gets it, somehow breaks all those tackles, 21-16. The Vikings are going to win that one. Also 1-1, and so are the Rams now. As we take a look around the league to see how the other teams did, Broncos end up losing to they lost. I didn't see who, but also saw the Chargers dominate the Titans 34-6. So Chargers could also be a scary team. But looking at the first half stuff, showing Mario Douglas is criminal when we have Jack Bech and Brock Bowers doing amazing things. We might have to watch the kickoff. Oh no! Wow, look at that. Remember to press circle at some point. First play is 9 yards for Genty, followed by 1 yard, enough for a first down. And there's Jeremy Chin making his presence known, and Zachary Leak with a sack. 3rd and 17, we get 21 to Mario Douglas. Leo Chanel with the bat down, 13 yards to Douglas and a first down. 9-yard rush by Genty, 3rd and 1. They go incomplete pass. And, well, here's my opinion. We have a running back last year who set a record for single season rushing yards. I feel like it'd be stupid not to give him a ball on 4th and short, and he is going to get the first down to the 12-yard line. Just make sure we do that. We're going to hop into slow-mo since we're at the 12-yard line. 12-yard rush, by the way, for Genty as well. Jerome Ford gets his first carry of the game, or at least that I know of, for 4 yards. Our backup running back who had a phenomenal preseason, and they're going to rule out a catch. Ashton Genty on the reception. Jerome Ford, by the way, someone who, before preseason, I was like, he might be someone we elect not to keep around due to cap reasons. I mean, we have, in my opinion, some capable running backs behind him. But, I mean, he not only shined, he thrived in the preseason. They're going to say no first down. What an effort there by Genty, first off, though. I mean, he's dead to rights. They do an amazing job. Somehow fights forward there. Looks like we need like the 1.5, which, I mean, we get kind of close. That ball, I mean, gets to the 2. Just unfortunate. But a chance for us to cause a safety, we're obviously going to eye this up. And that's exactly what we do with Nakobe Dean. User. That's why you be patient. Wait a sec. See the whole lineup. Little miscommunication there between the guard and the center. Both go. Well, yeah. The right guard and the center both go for the same guy. My guess is it was supposed to be the center goes for the guy to the left, and then the left guard goes for Matt Royster, but obviously does not happen. We end up getting the safety. And I'm going to return this. I'm sorry. I want to play this. I don't think I've really ever done a return on a punt, It's a very rare play. Almost able to break it free up to the 29-yard line. Genty not having the greatest game to his standards. Granted, 4.7 yards per carry, but just hasn't really gotten said carries. But we're up by a field goal now due to the safety. If you don't know, safeties are worth 2 points. Jackson was the one who scrambled, and there he is again. Douglas, by the way, got us the first down. There's Genty getting us the first down across midfield. And then Jennings just short of another first down, but he's going to rope one for 36 yards and a touchdown. You heard me say not having a great game to his standards, and boy oh boy, has he turned up the heat. "12 yards to Rashee Rice there. 10-yard scramble from Mahomes. 14 yards to Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy is kicking our behind. Into the fourth quarter, though, 13 and a half minutes to go. Chiefs down 10. Obviously not over, especially when, Patrick Mahomes is your quarterback. That's going to be a quick 5-yard completion there to Rashee Rice. And there's pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby on the side. If they give anyone else there to sack, that's bogus. That should have been his sack exclusively. 3rd and 13. Mahomes complete. Going to be well short of the first down. And there is an injury. I want to say that was Trey Smith. 32-yard attempt to make it a touchdown game. 7 points. And it's good. So Raiders still with the lead and getting the ball. They have a chance to maybe not quite put it away, but I mean, it would be very fortunate for them if they're able to. I mean, any points would make it a 2-score game. Last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, and that's exactly what we do. Oh man, that was the last thing. Like, Pacheco getting 11 yards on 3 plays. 8 yards by Mahomes makes it 3rd and 1. Xavier Worthy for 15 on first down. Pacheco for 3 yards in the air, followed by a 3-yard rush. 4 yards to Marquise Brown. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm going for this, and they do. 8 yards to Xavier Worthy, first down. Less than half the quarter to go now. 7 minutes, actually. Even more. Well, even less, I should say. Chiefs kind of close to the red zone. This run right here is going to put them not only in the red zone, but give them an extra few yards as well, up to the 15. 12 yards there, as you hear the backup announcer say. And that's going to be another good run. Different running back that time as well. Albert. First and goal to the 4. A little over 6 minutes to go. And this is shaping up to be a good finish. And play action. And Madrano is going to get it up to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal now from the 2. And there goes screen pass, and absolutely nobody over there. Isaiah Pacheco in for the touchdown. 5.5 to go. And we are tied at 23. This should be a good one. 6 yards to Jack Besh. Kind of strayed away from him. Him and Brock Bowers both. Kind of turned into Demario Douglas's game. Genty's going to lose 3. 3rd and 13 now. 26 yards to Demario Douglas. 9-yard rush by Genty. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo for the rest of this. 2nd and 1 now. First down would be huge. Chiefs do have all 3 timeouts still, though. We go D'Angelo favors fullback dive. He finds a hole. First down to the 17. Chiefs take their first timeout. Chiefs need a stop here. A first down would practically end this game. And Genty, well, that also works too. Gets the touchdown, but that's going to give the Chiefs some time. Smart move there by the Chiefs. Well, he was getting the first down, so let him get the touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 30, Chiefs 23. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their
First
own
down now from the
21-yard line.
23-yard line. 90 seconds to go. Need to go 77 yards. Huge pickup there from Mahomes. 25 yards.
25 yards on the play.
Get
For the
absolutely
Kansas
rocked
City
though.
Chiefs.
That's going to be complete. Going to be just shy of the first down.
Mahomes
Timeout
pass
Chiefs. Literally
completed
on the
to
line. So,
Xavier Worthy.
but at the same
10
time, do you want to
yards on
try
the
and run the
pickup.
ball to
It's
guarantee it
second
when the
and 2.
clock is, I
The
mean,
Raiders
it's not your
22
friend. Well, you can always run it with Mahomes, but he gets decked again. He's got to be careful.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Kansas City
Last thing you want is to
Chiefs
get injured
first
long
down.
term. And good defense there by Royster. Madrano
Mahomes pass
able to catch it, but
goes to the ground and
Royster with a
incomplete.
well-timed contact able to knock
Brings
the
up
one out.
second
Second and
and
10 now.
10.
Chiefs only one timeout left, by the way. I thought they had two still. No, that's right. They took a timeout to stop us. That's going to be complete to Hollywood Brown to the 21-yard line, and they take their final timeout with 52 seconds
13
left.
yards on the play. That's
21
another
yards, 52
Kansas
seconds, no
City
timeouts.
Chiefs
Raiders have three,
first
so
down.
gotta be careful you don't score too fast. But at the same time, in a situation you're in, if you're able to score, you kind of have to take it.
14 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Okay, I'm backing out. I'm not gonna play defense. I'm literally just gonna hop in and take the timeouts if need be. Like right here.
Mahomes pass complete to Xavier Worthy. A gain of 3 yards. It's now and goal.
And the game glitches out and we have no crowd noise.
Mahomes
And
pass
that's incomplete.
intended for She
So
Rice.
this is the game.
Incomplete.
4 yards
It's now
separates the Raiders
fourth
from a win
down
or the
and
Chiefs
goal.
keeping this game alive. If they fail to pick it up, well, the Raiders can just kneel this clock out. And that's going to be Xavier Worthy touchdown. Isaac Ford on coverage. And that's,
Touchdown, Chiefs. The kick is
and
good.
we're tied at 30.
Ties the game at
Raiders get the
30.
ball back though with 28 seconds. We'll see what the Chiefs
First and
decide to
10
do
for
here
the
to kick it
kickoff
into
for
the end zone
Kansas
or
City.
give the Raiders a chance to return it. They're going to say, you can have a chance. And that's going to pay off as that's only to the
Raiders take
25-yard
over
line.
first
Sergio
and
Lowell.
10 at their own
Well,
25-yard line.
what do we have here? Rashad Jackson last week. The go-ahead field goal as time expires. And you're telling me he has a chance to do it all over again. There's a flag on the play. Pass interference. That's a huge penalty. We're obviously going to accept it. Jump ball for Douglas falls
Jackson's
incomplete.
pass intended for
14
Gabriel
seconds left. We're going to have
Davis.
to find the
Incomplete.
time somehow.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking at a obvious Hail Mary situation here. But Douglas gets open.
Demario Douglas. It's a gain of
And there we
12.
go.
That's good
We're going to
for
run
a
the ball
Las
once.
Vegas first
Take our
down.
timeout with 3 seconds left probably.
Ashton Jeanty.
There we go. 2 seconds.
11 more yards.
43 yarder. Daniel Carlson
Daniel
has a
Carlson
chance to
on
be
the
a
move.
hero in back to
A
back games.
43-yard attempt.
The kick is up, and it's going to be right down the
Kick is
middle.
good.
And the Raiders are going to win this one
Makes the
33
score.
to 30 to improve to 2-0 on the season. Amazing for Daniel Carlson, a guy who we were half tempted to let walk in free agency, but we decided, let's keep this special teams cooler. Jacob Bobenmeyer, that I believe AJ Cole's contract retires this year, or expires this year as well. Rashad Jackson, I mean, he has led back-to-back game-winning drives. 21 for 38. Not the greatest completion percentage, but 264 yards, one touchdown. That interception also was a huge factor. We were definitely looking to get points, but whatever. Genty, 21 for 153, 7 yards carry, two touchdowns. Rashad Jackson did it on his legs, 4 for 27 and a touchdown. Receiving, I mean, this was a free man army right here. 7 for 113, 7 for 69 and a touchdown for Bowers. 6 for 78 for Jack Besh, and then Douglas, I forgot to mention, he was the one with the 7 for 113. Only one sack by Colton Miller. Great job defensively. Oh, skipped over. Or great job by the O line. Defense, three guys with double digit tackles. Matt Royster with 12. Isaac Ford with 11. Kobe Dean with 10. With two tackles for loss for both Dean and Easley. One sack for Jonathan Culp. Half a sack goes to Max Crosby and Jerry's Easley. Them rewarding Jerry's Easley with that is criminal. I'm sorry. But interception for uh, Kyle Hamilton. Kicking was perfect. Only attempted the one field goal, and it was the game winner. Punting, 53-yard average. Pretty good. So, yeah. Now we're now going to look towards our game against the Bengals, where I'll have to find out if we end up playing it or not. But a nice win there. Oh, they're 2-0. We're absolutely doing this. We're going to go ahead and do our regional scouting because I'm worried if I don't do it, I'm going to forget. I want to say our thing is a linebacker. Could be wrong. I don't exactly remember. I want to say should be both, honestly. We're going to do, oopsie. We do offensive tackle for this one. This one should be cornerback. No, definitely not. Mike linebacker. Get the backup, I guess. And then this one should be, I think, interior. This one's, yeah. All right. So that is pretty much going to do it. We'll take a look at our negotiations. I don't plan on doing any this episode, though. But, I mean, there are some big ones. Brock Bowers, Darian Porter, Jack Besh, Charles Grant, Dante Fortin, Caleb Rogers, Colton Miller, Antonio Johnson, Cameron Richardson, Monte Litton, D. Winters, Jerome Ford, Bo Richter, Leaky Fotu, Devin White, Daniel Carlson, Jacob Bobenmeyer. I guess AJ Cole is still under contract. And then Matt Royster with his 5th year option, which, spoiler alert, we're definitely going to pick that up. So, yeah, definitely a lot of guys to look after. Definitely, we have the cap space to do it, 168 million. Definitely interested. I'll just give you the rundown. Definitely want Brock Bowers. Most likely going to want Darian Porter back. Uh, between Dante Fortin and Jack Besh, I'm probably going to re-sign one of them. Probably both, because I mean, look at how cheap Dante Fortin is. Honestly, that's a really good contract. Maybe give him another 1 year prove it deal. But I am leaning towards Besh at the moment. He's played really well. Charles Grant obviously would love him back as well. He has played so well in that transition. Caleb Rogers would love him back. Colton Miller, he's definitely getting up there in age. Definitely very expensive for only 1 year, so we'll have to see about him. But then other guys like Antonio Johnson, he's a great backup, but I hate to fork out that much money. 7 million pretty much for a backup. Cameron Richardson pretty cheap. Monte Lynn's actually really cheap as well. We could probably bring him back. I was expecting them to be a lot more. D Winters, Really like him. Probably going to look to bring him back. Jerome Ford, kind of the same thing as Antonio Johnson. I think he's a great guy, but just a bit too expensive as a backup for my liking. Bo Richter. I mean, a lot of these guys are really cheap, so should be able to retain most of, if not all, the backups who I want, which is pretty much all of them except Antonio Johnson and Jerome Ford for their prices. So yeah, but that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time where we're gonna be playing against the Bengals, where apparently it's game of the week for 3 weeks in a row. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.